What's going on, everybody? Today we're taking a quick look at the Star Wars The Black Series Adventures, a line of comic figures, 50 years of Lucasfilms, Jaxxson from Hasbro. I got this figure at Ollie's, ladies and gentlemen. This is a brand new Black Series figure that released in 2021. I think it was a GameStop exclusive. At the time, I couldn't remember, care less, but it's a really unique action figure. I can't remember what was exclusive to, but it's the Adventure line of figures. I know you can probably get this somewhere else, but it says Jaxxson on here. So I got Jaxxson on here, Jaxxson on here. It says Star Wars Adventures. All these got it for $10. I got some really nice comic art of Lando Calrissian and Jaxxson. And then we saw Jaxxson with him on a space adventure, another adventure with Lando on the side, almost like cartoony. And then the back, the Black Series, like timeline of Lucasfilm. This is from Legends, so it's from the 1991 to 2021 era. So I'm not sure how popular Jaxxson actually is. I don't know anything about this Black Series figure other than he's just really wild and zany. Over here you have this beautiful picture of Jaxxson and Dengar, which is one of my absolute favorite Black Series figures, and I love how he's a weird rabbit. There's Jaxxson right here in the bubble, Star Wars The Black Series. And then it kind of reminds me of NECA Toys with the Velcro. And it says Jaxxson is a nearly 6 foot tall green furry limber smuggler and captain of the Rabbit's Foot, known as the Wise Cracks and the High Kicks. Jaxxson has helped Han Solo and Chewbacca out of more than one occasion. So I don't know if he's a smuggler, and he just looks really cool. Even some really cool more art of him on this packaging. Very well collectors friendly. The reason why I picked up Jaxxson is because I think he looks super bad butt. I love rabbits and I love obscure characters, and I thought this is a perfect $10 purchase, and it's also from Disney. So yeah, let's crack this thing open. Don't know anything about it, and I love this packaging. I don't know if I want to keep it or not because I don't know anything about the character, but regardless, let's crack this bunny out of the packaging. Okay guys, I am Saj the boss, the person who picked up this amazing Jaxxson figure over here. This is what Jaxxson looks like in the bubble. And you're wondering, Saj, he does come with 2 accessories, so let's jump. He does come with 2 amazing pistols right here, or blasters. Nice little accessory here. You got only 2 of these, which is really cute. A little pistol here. I'm a sucker for anything that has 2 pistols in life. It's just super cool. It really reminds me of the Old West and the cowboys, and anyone who wields 2 pistols is like my best friend. I think it just looks so cool. It makes you feel more like meaner and stronger. And I just love how they look in the hand. So some of the nice pistols for the Black Series. I don't know if they're reusing or retooling the Han Solo mold and kind of extended it a little bit to make it this blaster. But yeah, very unique blaster, very standard and basic, painted in black, which is pretty normal. And I wish they could have used a little bit more detail and make it a little bit more gunmetal and silver, but it is what it is, right? Okay, over here, looking at the amazing head sculpt of Jaxxson, and he is a beautiful bunny, ladies and gentlemen. He has this beautiful green photoreal technology from the comics to make him this really nice art piece. And he has like this scales in his eyes, just look really menacing. I just love how they did a great job of capturing the eyes on the figure. Very well done. A new head sculpt from Hasbro. Look, another angle of him. Almost reminds me of Bosk with the olive green and the brown paint apps and almost weathered across the skin of him. He's also really crinkly on top of him, and then he has this beautiful buck tooth, looks like a rabbit, and a little bit of a chapped lip on him as well, which is really nice. And he also has these amazing bunny ears that are actually almost like sculpted as well, almost like lizard-like. So very cool, very cool. I like the fur details all over the head sculpt here. And even the ball joint has the green on the hinge, so you actually see more of the skin texturing. So going down of Jaxxson, we will see his amazing sculpt right here. He's almost in a X-Wing pilot sculpt over here. Just this nice red and white, and this really nice chest piece that is sculpted on very nicely. And Hasbro did an excellent job of capturing this like amazing sculpt here. It's really nice soft plastic, and he actually has a little yellow collar on the thing as well that kind of lines up to the back as a almost like shoulder gauntlet. So that, and then guys, he does have some almost like some holster straps right here to put the blasters in if you wanted to. A little bit of a damaged look on him because he had little paint apps that are kind of chipped on the figure. He's on the pins. He's not pinless, sadly. This is an older body mold. but he actually has some long legs with almost looking like bands on his feet. Very interesting for the boots. And then the other side, you got some more room for like pens and breathing abrasions or something, or blaster bullets, I don't know, on the back of them too. So yeah, that's the sculpt of Jaxxson. Okay guys, now it's time for the articulation of Jaxxson. I call him Jaxxson, I know it's Jaxxson, I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just calling him Jaxxson. So Jaxxson can look up this much. Holy cow, he can't even look up at all because his head is so tight. Like there's like no articulation whatsoever on the head. Oh, actually, he does. Hold on. He does hold up though. Really no articulation there on the head, which kind of sucks for a figure. He just like can look side to side, but it's very tightly made on the figure, so you can look side to side if you wanted to, look down. So yeah, I can look kind of side to side. It's really terrible on the on that though. Really nice ab crunch. I can move side to side. His waist can move this much. His arms can move out this much, extremely tight. And it's this thing as well, like the Stormtrooper plastic mold right here, so it won't really wear and tear the figure. Arms can move out that much. He does have a double jointed elbow. I think it's a single jointed elbow, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a double jointed. It looks like a double jointed elbow. It feels like a double jointed elbow compared to it. A lot of the Black Series figures at that time had single jointed elbows, so it might be a single jointed elbow, unfortunately. Yeah, it is single jointed. I'm gonna call it a single jointed elbow. He also, his legs can move out this much. Very tight there, and he does have a beautiful double jointed knee. And he has his also a beautiful ankle pivot. His ankle pivot can move up and down. So yeah, there's Jaxxson for you. A very unique Black Series figure with trigger fingers for hands. So yeah, let me set up this awesome figure here and yeah, give you some comparisons. Let me close them up. Jaxxson in this really cool stance is about to go in action. And he kind of blends in with Jason Voorhees in the background. But there he is, standing up like this. And some comparisons I give him quickly. Here he is next to Indiana Jones, just for poops and giggles to see the height comparison of the two figures standing side by side. Here's Jaxxson next to Harrison Ford, for example. So Indiana Jones is slightly taller than Jaxxson. They're both about approximately the same height, and the ears make the figure a little more top-heavy. And then a realistic comparison, we'll do have Cod Vanth next to Jaxxson. So I kind of see these two kind of like smugglers kind of going on an adventure together. Cad Vanth and Jaxxson going side by side. So it's almost like my own little adventure team for the Black Series line. So this is really cool. We have the Cad Vanth and Jaxxson squad. So I think it just makes perfect sense personally to have these two meet each other, because they both kind of like have similarities in their characters. I think it'd be kind of cool to see how they mingle. So very cool to see those two side by side. Maybe the Mandalorian will see Jaxxson. I don't know if he will. Maybe we will. This is probably what it look like if he's actually full-fledged like prosthetic creature. So yeah, very cool. Well guys, Jaxxson over here is a solid action figure. He lacks some articulation, which I was hoping to have some great articulation, but his articulation is kind of mid and not the greatest articulation compared to other Black Series figures that I own. He's a pretty cool figure, and I think he's totally worth $10, and I think it's just so much fun to pose around and play with. It's just a really cool action figure. And as always, I am Saj the Boss, and thank you guys for watching this video. My major gripe about this thing is no head articulation, but it's really nice sculpting through and through the figure. Really nice, and I'm glad to add it to the collection. So thanks for watching, and let me know what you guys thought overall of this figure. So thanks, and I'll see you guys later for more. Have a good one. Bye-bye.